Some episodes may contain graphic content or sensitive topics, while all episodes will consistently feature offensive language and absurd speculations from two opinionated women on a spiritual journey just trying to figure shit out. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome. My name is Sharon, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Heather.
Hi.
And we want to welcome you to Hexhaven.
So from Trump to nuclear weapons to ghost hunting.
Yes.
Where are we going with this episode today? What are we going to talk about?
None of those things. We are going to tarot.
Tarot, okay.
Yes.
We have not talked about tarot in a really long time.
No. Well, we did. The last time would have been our solstice party that we did.
Oh, yeah.
The end of season 2.
Yeah.
So, which was super fun. This is pretty long, so I am anticipating this to be a 2-parter.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the Major Arcana cards.
Okay.
And there's 22 total. It starts with 0, goes to number 21.
Okay.
So we will check in and see where we're at time-wise after number 10 and determine if we need to do this as a 2-parter.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Sounds great.
Okay. So I wanted to do this episode for a couple of different reasons. Mainly, it is really a way for me to get to know my own personal tarot deck.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I think this has been a really good way for me to familiarize myself with the specifics, card meanings, and then the other thing is, so I get familiar with the readings and the meanings behind them, and then I also build a relationship with my deck, which we learned from Diana is really important.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So it's been interesting for sure. I learned a lot. So what we're going to do is before each card, I'm going to pull the card and show it to Heather, and then Heather is going to give a short description in her own words, followed by any first impressions or thoughts on what the card could mean.
I love it.
Okay.
And then this reminds me of the workshop we did with the Sisters Enchanted. Remember the card came up?
Oh, yeah.
And we each interpreted it.
Yes.
How we felt.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I love this.
Okay, and then I used 2 main resources to put this information together. The first one is this book. It is called The Modern Witchcraft Book of Tarot, Your Complete Guide to Understanding the Tarot by Skye Alexander.
Okay.
And then the second resource that I used was a literal lifesaver. I used Biddy Tarot.
Biddy?
Biddy. Biddy.
Okay.
I think it's just biddytarot.com.
Okay.
But I used this one because when I first was looking into tarot, all of the videos that I was watching, everybody recommended Biddy Tarot for beginners trying to learn.
So what is it?
It's a website.
Like a business that sells tarot cards?
I don't know if they sell tarot cards.
Okay.
They probably do.
Or is it a person that...
It's an online resource.
Okay.
That, you can go and find full pages on each card. They have upright, reverse meanings.
Okay.
You can also learn about different kinds of readings, which I haven't gone any further.
So it's not like a tarot card reader's personal website with the information on it. It's an actual, resource.
It's a resource, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, interesting.
So that's what we will be using.
I'm excited.
Okay.
All right.
So we are going to start with first one, which is 0, the Fool. So here is the card.
The Fool.
Oh, you can see it. Okay.
So what I see is teenage boy, almost in pheasant attire.
Yeah, it's very, very floral.
Yes, very floral, very whimsical. He has a hobo bag. And by that, I mean the pole, you see it in the old TV shows or comics or whatever. A pole, and then they have the handkerchief at the end with their food or whatever in it.
Yeah.
But he has that. He's holding a flower. He seems to be standing very whimsically on a cliff, and then there's a small dog. But yeah, so that's what the card looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any first impressions on what you think, like, this card's meaning might be?
So, when you say the Fool, and then I see him, like, standing dangerously close to a cliff, that's what I think, like, what an idiot. He's going to fall off the cliff.
Yeah.
Because here he is, like, fa la 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 la, I'm on a voyage. That's how I interpret this card.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so, visual description. You pretty much nailed everything I was going to say. A man walking at the edge of a cliff, holding a stick with a tied cloth at the end, carrying his belongings. The man seems to be lost in thought and not paying attention to his surroundings. A small dog is following him. Mountains are in the background. The sun is shining down upon him, and from his palm grows a small feather.
A feather?
Yes. So that red feather. So if you look at this, you can. The only reason I can tell is because my deck, which is black and white, you can't see the feather. There's no feather there.
Oh, from his head?
Yep.
Okay. I thought you said palm.
Oh, no. From his palm, he has a small flower.
A flower. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not a feather. That's okay. Okay. Yeah.
Is that what I said?
I thought you did, but that's okay.
I could be wrong. Yeah. Okay.
But so he has a flower in his palm and a feather from his head.
His head. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I see that.
So keywords on this card are innocence, beginnings, new opportunities, hope, and trust. The general meaning: the Fool represents embarking on the beginning of a journey, the idea of innocence and faith in an adventurer. The traveler is unconcerned with the potential danger that may lurk along the path.
Mm-hmm.
The traveler is happy-go-lucky, staring off of a cliff into the great unknown, about to step off.
Right.
His small bag indicates that he does not have much personal baggage yet.
Mm-hmm.
And the following dog represents his natural instincts.
Okay. Interesting.
So this card is a symbol of a blind leap of faith we all must take to begin our life.
Wow.
For each card, I did the visual description, symbolism of it, keywords, the general meaning, and then we're going to do upright and reverse for love, money, and career.
Okay.
So the upright meaning for love, it could mean...
Wait, so love for the Fool card?
So, you know how when you get a reading, they usually ask you to pick a question either regarding love, money, or career.
Okay.
So, every single card that I have here, I'm going to give you a short explanation on a reading if you pull it for a love question, a money question, or a career question.
Oh, so I did not know that because I've only been read once. Mm-hmm. And Diana just said, think of a question. She didn't say about love, career, or any. She didn't specify.
Yeah. And that was probably purposeful on her end because she didn't want to lead you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But, like, most resources that I saw, they do have, like, specific explanations. So, like, you have the general meaning, and then you get a little bit more context based on what you're asking.
Sure.
So that is how I structured this one.
I actually want her to read me again.
For sure. I've actually been doing my own readings. I did a reading for somebody recently. It was his first reading. It was really sad. I felt really bad.
Oh, God.
It was a love one, and it basically was like, yeah, dude, this is not gonna be what you want it to be.
Bummer.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of pining after somebody who's, like, coming out of a long-term relationship.
Sure.
Like, just now. So,
right.
It's, like, all fresh, and, like, she's finally, you know, gonna find herself, and he wants to be with her.
Right.
Not realizing she needs that time.
Right.
You know,
so. Yeah.
I was like, oh, man, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. God. You know, no one wants to be the bearer of bad news.
I'm like, keep in mind, I also don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Right.
But I was like, that's why I'm reading to you straight from the book.
Right.
Because I don't want it to be that I'm saying
this. God, crushing his heart.
I know, I felt so bad.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
So wait, you knew his question then as you read him. You knew
I ascertained it it based off of his reactions.
Okay. So he didn't really say,
and because
you knew the situation, you kind of all right, fair enough. Okay.
So in a reading about love, the Fool upright could mean the beginning of a new romance or the start of a new stage within an existing romance. You may have feelings of being fated in this relationship as if you found your soulmate. It represents a period of joy that should be explored within love.
Okay.
For money, the Fool upright warns you to be cautious in regard to your money. It could represent a new business starting up and the need to examine the details carefully. Careful not to under or over invest in new opportunities. And then in career, the Fool upright may indicate a new job or project. Maybe you're beginning a new course, you're looking forward to this, and you should be. Embrace the opportunity and get all that you can from it.
Okay.
So then reversed.
We're upside down.
Now we're upside down.
Okay.
In love, it says that you could be restless or bored. You may be eager to try something new or someone new. It's time to take a meaningful look at your relationship. If you are in one, things may not be as they seem. This card reversed may indicate the end of a relationship and a new freedom that comes as a result. However, consider thoughtfully before making snap judgments, as you may just miss what you had once it's gone.
Wow.
For money, the Fool reversed indicates an impulsive act that could lead you to fall. You may not have all the information to make an informed decision about your finances right now. Someone may be trying to take advantage of your innocence, or you are being overly cautious about your money. And then for career, perhaps you've grown bored on your current career path. You feel like you're in a dead-end job. Maybe it's time to strike out in a new direction. But again, consider the pros and cons carefully instead of making an impulsive job switch.
Okay.
To finish out for each one, I did like my own personal reflections.
Okay.
So for the Fool, I put, overall, the card encourages the subject to take risks, but to understand that impulsivity and snap decisions can be reckless. Responsible consideration is required here, but do not fear taking a leap of faith once you've thought things through. Now we will move on to card number 1, which is the Magician.
Okay. So the Magician is a man in like a white dress with like a red robe, standing by a table that has a sword, a stick, a chalice. He's holding what looks like a double candle. Like,
that's what I thought it was too.
Yeah, like it's, I guess, because it has a flame, like it is burning at both ends. But so that's what I see. And there's some like flowers like along the bottom and around the top.
Yeah, like looks like roses or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I didn't write in here, I guess, what's in his hand.
Well, it can be a 2-sided candle for now.
I think it's a 2-sided candle. It looks like a 2-sided candle, or I was thinking like maybe like a baton, you know?
I can tell you that I looked at these cards a little before because Sharon had told me to pull the cards. Mm-hmm. And there's also, in the World card, the person is holding the 2-sided candle as well.
Yes. I noticed that last night when I was finishing up.
And in that case, I'm like, well, I feel like in that one it could be batons then. Yeah. So it's either a 2-sided candle or a baton.
Yeah, and I think
absolutely right.
I may have written it in the World one, what it actually is.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll get there.
We'll figure it out at the end.
We will figure it out. So, if I don't write it in here, we will Google that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So what are your first impressions on what this card may be trying to tell you?
Well, the name, the magician, says a lot. Like, I see a person that may be trying to really, like, perform an act or, like, fool someone.
Okay.
That's what I see. And I feel like the table being set up with all these different components maybe shows the different layers of their ability.
Okay.
That's what I see.
Okay. So, a man stands in front of a table. He's wearing red robes, and there is a serpent tied around his waist, which you can't really see on yours, but if you look at the black and white one, you can see it's a snake.
Oh, wow.
He has a bob-like hairstyle, and then the infinity symbol hovers above his head.
Mm-hmm.
His right arm is raised, and a wand is in his hand.
So that is a wand.
Yes.
Okay.
Flowers and leaves drape from the top and cover the table. There's also a sword, a cup, a wand, and a pentacle on the table. The sword, cup, pentacle, and wand represent the 4 elements.
Oh my gosh!
They also represent the 4 suits of the minor arcana.
I didn't even think of that. Like the swords, the cups, the pentacle. Yeah. Gosh, darn it. Okay.
So, keywords for this one is hidden power, magical ability, inner guidance, and mastery. The general meaning, the magician is a master of manifestation. The symbols on the table suggest he has strong magical strength, which you did say. Mm-hmm. The infinity symbol above his head reminds him that his power and potential is limitless. His hands are pointing towards the skies and the earth, symbolizing the connectedness of earth and heaven, or the universe.
Wow.
He uses this connectedness to manifest his power in his physical form. The general meaning is you have power within you, but you may not have realized it yet. The flowers and the greenery symbolize the blossoming of ideas. His robes in the Rider-Waite deck are white, symbolizing purity, and the cloak is red, symbolizing great knowledge and experience.
Wow. I mean, that's a lot of detail.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A lot of symbolism.
A lot, and every single card is like that.
Wow.
It's a lot. And so I did it like, first I wrote my own description, and then I looked into the symbolism of the elements of the visual.
Okay.
So upright meaning the tools you need to reach your potential are all laid out before you. You must establish a clear vision in what you desire before you begin. It is not enough to manifest for ego. You must have a deep connection in your soul with the goals you wish to manifest. Now is the opportune time to align with your higher self and draw upon the creativity it bestows upon you. Focus intent energy and concentration on bringing your goals to fruition and then take action. For love, upright meaning your relationship is probably very spiritually connected. Perhaps you and your partner are on a spiritual journey together. It's possible that you don't even realize it. You simply encourage and inspire one another to be the best version of yourself. For money, it says upright, tap into the universal flow to attract abundance. You have what you need inside and out to generate wealth. You have to take control of your finances because now is the time. And then with career, use your spiritual and your physical resources to take control of your career. What are the current circumstances surrounding your career? Master them to gain advantage.
Okay.
So reversed meaning in love, you and your partner may be engaging in manipulative behavior or a major power struggle. If you don't have a partner, it can indicate that you are tired of walking through life alone and you're ready to find a partner. For reversed money, could represent underhanded actions for means of personal gain. Power struggles and deception could cause major losses. And then career, reversed meaning, someone may be working behind your back towards gaining power or control. So watch your back.
Oh.
Also suggests that there may be hidden factors unknown to you. It is important to keep your eyes peeled and remain diligent. Play your cards close to the chest right now.
Wow.
So my personal reflections, this card is meant to remind you that you have everything you need at your fingertips to reach your true potential. You simply must reach with intention and put in the hard work to master your skills. The infinity symbol reminds you that you are capable of anything. However, I get the sense that things may not turn out if you do not move forward with pure intentions. If you grasp power for underhanded means, that power probably will turn on you.
Wow. Okay. That was the magician.
Yep.
Interesting.
We're on number 2.
2.
The High Priestess. I can tell you that something about this card when I first saw it drew me.
Really?
It's the card I feel the most connected with out of my whole deck.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a woman sitting maybe like on a throne, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
She has on like a blue dress that has a cape to it. She has on some sort of like a crown. She has a cross on her dress. There's papaya fruits behind her. There's 2 pillars on either side of her, and they have the initials BJ.
Yeah. I talk about that in here.
Okay, so to me, I'm like, the 12-year-old teenager in me is like,
I know. That's exactly how I was too.
Okay, awesome. And then there's like a crescent moon shape something at her feet, and then she's holding a scroll or something that might say Torah on it.
It's the Torah, which is a book.
Yes, the Torah we talked about when we did the Lilith episode. It is compilation of the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible.
Okay.
Yep.
So, visual description. A woman is sitting in front of a thin veil. The veil is decorated with pomegranates and palm trees.
Okay.
To her left and right, there's a black and white pillar. The black pillar has the B on it, and the white pillar has the J. Mm-hmm. There is a cross on her chest. So this is a quote directly from Biddy Tarot. In her lap, she holds a scroll with the letter Torah, signifying the greater law, according to A.E. Waite. It is partly covered, signifying that this sacred knowledge is both explicit and implicit. It will only be revealed when the student is ready to look beyond the material realm.
I thought Jewish people, they learn to read from the Torah.
I believe so.
And when they have, like, their bar mitzvah, they read from the Torah.
Oh, okay.
And they read it in Hebrew at their bar mitzvah. Like, that's like their coming of age thing, is they read from the Torah.
That.
Yeah.
I have actually never been to a bar mitzvah.
Yeah, I never have either, but I just know that just because of my cultural fascination, but...
Right. Okay, so the pillars, they represent duality, which can be a couple of different things. It could be masculine and feminine, good, evil, dark, and light. Acceptance of duality is essential to entering the sacred space. The B is for Boaz, which means in his strength. And the J stands for, it's either Jachin or Jachin.
Okay.
It's Jachin, which I'm assuming these are Hebrew words. Mm-hmm. And this one, Jachin, whatever you want to say, means he will establish. So in his strength on the black pillar, he will establish on the white pillar. The crescent moon at her feet symbolizes her intuition and connection to the divine feminine. And the veil itself behind her represents the thin separation between the conscious and the unconscious state.
Wow.
It is meant to keep casual onlookers from seeing the unseen. Only those who are initiated can see beyond that veil. The pomegranates are a homage to Persephone, who ate pomegranate seeds in the underworld and was forced to return each year.
Wow.
Yeah. And, like, I think it was Diana who was telling us, these people put a lot of work into the thoughts that are behind these cards, you know? Like, every piece of this card, every single element that you see on this card means something.
Right, yeah.
It's crazy. Keywords for this one. For some reason, I have upright and reversed. I don't think I was able to find those for both, or I just gave up looking for both so far along. But for upright keywords, I have sacred knowledge, intuition, divine feminine, and the subconscious mind. And then for reversed, I have secrets, disconnection, withdrawal, and silence. General meaning: the priestess is the gatekeeper between the subconscious and the conscious. She teaches us that things are not always as they seem. Her crown position symbolizes her great knowledge and her feminine intuition. She symbolizes the goddess where all life comes from. This card also represents emotions and a heightened awareness of secret information. This card may be imploring you to pay attention to your inner world, dreams, imagination, or intuition, or all three. Especially if you tend to be a logical thinker. She encourages you to face your shadow and align your inner with your outer. This card suggests inner changes are taking place. Something hidden is about to be revealed. The answers you seek come from within. Listen to your intuition. Now is a time of heightened psychic insights. Pulling this card is a symbol that you need to tap into feminine energy and explore it to understand yourself on a deeper level.
Okay.
For love, this card may describe a very spiritual person in touch with higher realms of existence, is about to come into your life. It may also speak to a romantic relationship that is not entirely grounded in reality. For money, you may be impractical when it comes to your finances. The card may be asking you to reevaluate your spending. It is also telling you to trust your gut when it comes to a financial situation. For career, tune into your intuition and the spiritual guidance available to you. Take advantage of that to change your outer world. It could also be telling you to go into a field where you can use your intuition and wisdom in a better way.
Okay.
So generally for reverse, indicates that there is some unrealized potential inside you that you have yet to tap into. Your authentic self is something you are keeping secret from those around you.
Oh.
Perhaps you're hesitant to look that deeply within yourself. You may fear judgment of others, or you may judge yourself too harshly.
Wow.
In contrast, perhaps you are too caught up in your inner world that you are neglecting all that lays on the outside.
Wow.
You also may be too easily swayed by others' opinions or caught up in drama that's not your problem. For love, your partner may be trying to hide something that needs to be revealed, or maybe you are hiding something from your partner that needs to be revealed. It could symbolize a withdrawal from close relationships, and it could indicate loneliness. It could also mean that you are refusing to fully engage in a relationship with someone specific. For money, the reversed meaning, you may be too focused on the material world and neglecting your inner self. Or you've got your head in the clouds and you're ignoring your financial problems. So it could go either way.
Right. Okay.
For career, a reversed pull could mean something hidden may be coming to light in terms of secrecy and treachery on the job. It could also be a warning that you should retreat from the business of everyday life and meditate or reconnect with your inner self. So my personal reflections, I said, I personally feel very drawn to this card. I can't identify why. The elements of secret knowledge and correlation to honing the skills from your inner world, dreams, intuition, and imagination indicate a pathway for uncovering divine knowledge. I think the High Priestess reminds us to look below the surface and tap into our feminine energies to deepen our knowledge. Very personal growth centered.
Okay.
I think she could also be reminding us to trust ourselves through encouraging our own intuition. All right, and welcome back. So we are on to card number 3, which is the Empress. She's a very regal-looking lady.
So to me, she looks very young.
Okay.
She's in like a floral, long, flowy dress. She has a very whimsical crown of stars. She's holding a wand. Looks like she's in the forest. And she's sitting on like a bunch of pillows and cushions.
And
then,
she looks awfully comfy.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then like next to her looks like a planchette. A Ouija board planchette.
Which I find interesting because if you look, and I should have said this at the beginning, if you are listening on YouTube or Patreon, you will be able to see pictures of my deck and the Rider-Waite deck side by side. So you can see the differences that we discuss on the pod. But on mine, you can see there's not a planchette, there's a heart.
Oh, yeah.
So, and when I first started doing this, I didn't have your deck. So I didn't even know that was a planchette until I'm just looking at it again now.
Right.
That's so interesting. So it looks like a planchette, but that's a symbol too. That symbol on there.
Which is a symbol for women.
I thought that was the men.
Or is that the men one?
Because I have the women. The women one is the one on my shoulder here.
Okay, so then it is.
And that's the
I
male one.
definitely could be incorrect on this.
Because I got it with a man, unfortunately, and he got that symbol and I got this one.
Okay. Well, wouldn't that be great if you were wrong then?
Yeah, it would. But yeah, I thought that was interesting.
I think you're probably right, yeah.
That my deck shows a heart.
But you could also, if it was a planchette, it would be the circle that you would see the letter or the message in, and then a cross.
Right. So,
but if it's a heart, then it has a man symbol on it. So
right, and I do find it interesting because on the little planchette, the circle of the symbol is green, which is, I think, what makes me think it's a planchette because it looks like something you can see through. You know.
So that is the symbol for female.
This one is?
Yes. Because the symbol for male is this.
Oh, like the gender symbols.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking gender symbols. I'm talking like, I don't even know what kind of symbols they are, really.
I thought they were gender symbols.
No.
That's why I said woman, because I thought that was a woman.
Let me see the woman one. Because I thought the woman, like the actual gender woman symbol has 2 lines.
No,
it has just the one.
See.
Yeah, it just has the one.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is what that is.
So what do you have?
It's, let me see if I can look it up. I think it's called an Ankh.
An Ankh? Interesting. Because this is like male and female.
Yeah, it's an Ankh.
What's an Ankh?
It's an ancient Egypt symbol that was thought to mean, like, I got it because it was supposed to be like a female vampire. And he got a male vampire. Oh, I
know what that is.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is not the gender for woman, though. That's something
it's not a gender symbol.
Different.
It's an ancient Egyptian
Okay,
symbol.
so that's what you were thinking was on the planchette.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's actually the symbol for woman.
I think you're right about that.
Planchette. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you are correct on that.
Interesting. But once again, it's funny how 2 people can interpret something different.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Don't you know you're never supposed to get, like, tattoos with significant others? At least you didn't get a name.
Yeah, no, I don't do names. But
no.
okay, so this one, I have, like, a frog that has the peace sign on the back. It's got my initials, and it has Onyx's original initials. And one of my exes got the same tattoo, which was dumb, but he had the same initials as me, so it kind of worked.
Mm-hmm.
So for the first one was the female, male vampire symbols. The second one was the frog one. And then I got this one with my husband. So
okay.
I guess it's a habit, but I've never done names.
that's like so taboo.
Yeah.
Like I would do like my child's name, my grandchildren's name.
Yeah.
But I would never do a significant other.
And the one thing that I did make sure was that if I broke up with that person, this was a symbol that I was comfortable always having on my body.
Sure, absolutely.
So,
yeah, you got to think about that.
Absolutely. Okay. What are your thoughts on this one?
I think the Empress, I almost think of like a lady that's probably a little sexual in a way.
Okay.
I see that only because of the woman symbol being pretty prominent and the pillows and cushions. Mm-hmm. I think of it that way.
Yeah.
That's what I see. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's dive into it.
All right.
There is a long-haired woman who sits on a chair in a meadow. She's wearing a crown that is topped with stars. And the chair even has little pillows. Behind her are lots of green trees, evergreens, and leafy trees. So it's not like they're all the same kind. They look kind of different.
Yeah.
And she is holding a wand or a scepter, and she's wearing a long dress with fruit on it. It looks like the sun is shining, and there are a few clouds in the sky on mine, but not on the Rider Waite.
Yeah, mine does not have clouds.
Yeah.
Know?
So keywords, no surprise here, feminine power.
Okay.
Creativity, mature woman, fertility, and pleasure. So
pleasure?
You were right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay, so general meaning. The Empress represents feminine power in the material world. It is a direct contrast to the High Priestess card, who represents feminine power in the spiritual world. She is a universal mother who governs procreation, nurturing, security, and the comfort of home and domestic harmony. Her 12-star crown symbolizes her connectedness to mystical realms, and the vast and lush background symbolizes her connectedness to the natural world. She is the embodiment of beauty and grace.
Okay.
If you get this card in a reading upright, it indicates a strong connectedness with your feminine side. Biddy Tarot quotes elegance, sensuality, fertility, creative expression, nurturing, and is necessary for creating balance in both men and women. The Empress calls on you to connect with your feminine energy regardless of your gender. So this is a time that you should draw on your senses to experience pleasure, and pleasure will lead you to deeper fulfillment, which sounds really dirty when I say it out loud.
Yeah, hell yeah. I feel a little turned on right now. Oh my gosh.
She can also represent birth, either physical childbirth or the birth of new ideas.
Okay.
Nurture and support your projects into growth. For love, upright, she indicates a mature, loving relationship between partners. It is likely based on mutual respect and affection, or she could indicate pregnancy or a desire for pregnancy. If you are single and looking, she could indicate that you are ready for a long-term, mature relationship.
Okay.
For money, upright, the Empress indicates good fortune and success. You must utilize the resources at your disposal to get what you need. It may also indicate the need to join resources with a team or a partnership. For career, the Empress upright indicates you could be involved in a project that allows you to express your creativity. She could be a reminder that you've got things under control, or she could be encouraging you to take on more leadership. She also urges harmony. So working on a team, pretty important.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So in reverse, the Empress urges you to make self-care and pleasure a priority. Focus your loving energy on yourself in this time. She may indicate that you're spending too much time and energy focusing on someone else's needs and emotion. It's time to water your own grass. If you wish to take care of others without resentment, you have to ensure that your own cup is full first. You may also be called to connect with nature or experiencing a creative block. In love, the Empress reverse may be trying to tell you that you're giving too much and shouldering more than your fair share of responsibilities in the partnership. This pull can also represent disinterest in sex, infertility, or infidelity.
Oh, okay.
For money, reversed, she indicates indulgence, overspending, and or greed. She could also be indicating that you are being lazy or nonchalant about the ways in which you make money. All in all, time to buckle down and be responsible. For career, a reversed draw could suggest that you lack confidence about your current job. Maybe you feel unvalued, overlooked, or underappreciated. Or you feel stuck in a boring, uninteresting job. Been there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sometimes she represents a person who does not play nice and cooperate at work. So if you got one of them shady bitches in the office.
Right.
So my personal reflections, I think that the Empress is here to remind us of two things. One, it is important to take care of yourself on the inside and on the outside. I also think it indicates that you have the tools you need to do so at your disposal. You just have to reach for them. And second, it is not only okay to find pleasure in sex and other things, but it's a beautiful thing to do so. Find pleasure with yourself or with others. Our bodies are meant to feel good, or they simply wouldn't be wired for sexual attraction. Sex is one of the best forms of connection, and finding pleasure in it brings abundance and happiness.
Wow. I feel like I resonate with the Empress.
For real. Moving right along, we're going to go to number 4, and we're going to meet the Emperor.
So the Emperor is an older man sitting on a throne. He has on red robe. He has a crown. He's holding some kind of like staff or cane. His throne has like ram's heads on it. Mm-hmm. And then he's holding something in his hand, like a ball or something. And then his shoes are like armored boots.
He's got armor underneath his robes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that is like a wand or a scepter. Maybe?
Okay.
Because it's like a long stick with a circle at the top.
Right. Okay.
What do you think this card is saying?
I feel like this is saying power.
The same power?
Mm-hmm. This is definitely like masculine power to me.
Okay. He is a very regal-looking man with a long beard, and he seems to have a friendly look on his face. He's wearing a crown, and he is holding a scepter, similar to the Empress's scepter.
Oh, okay.
Which, did we talk about her scepter?
No, I don't think
we did not, but she is holding a scepter.
We did mention that she was holding it, but you didn't talk about it specifically. Yeah.
Okay. His throne is made of stone and has 4 ram's heads on it to symbolize his connection with Aries and Mars.
Aries, that's a very dominant
zodiac
I've heard that.
Sign. Yeah. Isn't it also the first of the zodiac signs?
It's March.
March is first?
Aries
No,
is
I know,
March.
but the zodiac signs, they don't start with
like January 1st, right? It might be, yeah.
I think Aries is the first. It's not Aquarius, and I don't... Is there any other ones that start with A? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So, yeah, it's got to be Aries then.
Yeah, it's probably Aries, yeah.
So, in my deck, there is no color, but the Rider-Waite deck is in color. Typically, his robes are red for power, passion, and energy for life. And underneath it, he is wearing armor. There is also a vast mountain range in the backdrop to his throne. It suggests that he has the backing of a solid foundation, but is resistant to make change unless necessary, which is a very masculine quality.
And I feel like it's a very Aries
Oh, for sure,
quality,
yeah.
for sure.
So keywords for him: leadership, masculine power, mature men, and material success. The Emperor is like the father of the tarot deck.
Okay, I could see that for sure.
Yeah. While the armor he wears protects him from any physical threat, it also protects him from any emotional response or vulnerability. He is typically depicted as an old man with white or silver hair, showing he is experienced and wise, and he is also thought of generally as an authoritative figure. He is depicted as a strong figure that may or may not be cut off from his emotional side. He represents the masculine side. He offers protection, provisions, and leadership. He's grounded in logic and rules, power, control, and stability. His throne, armor, and gaze suggest someone who is firm but fair. In a reading about love, upright, the Emperor suggests security and consistency in relationships. Your partner may be dependable, protective, and possibly a bit traditional. If single, he could indicate the desire for a stable long-term partner or someone with strong leadership skills. One thing to watch for in a love reading is emotional rigidness. The armor could be a sign that your partner is guarded or slow to open up. In a reading about money, the Emperor is encouraging you to take charge of your finances, set clear goals, and stick to your budget. He favors financial discipline and long-term planning. He could also be pointing to support from a financial authority, such as an advisor or a banker. In career, upright, the Emperor brings themes of leadership, strategy, and ambition. You could be stepping into a role or maybe getting more responsibilities. Maybe you're going to start managing other people. It could indicate career advancement through logic and order as opposed to emotional thinking. If you get the Emperor reversed, it's generally a sign of domination, excessive control, lack of discipline, or inflexibility. He suggests a disruption of authority, too much control or not enough. He can also point to a misuse of power, rigidness, or ineffective leadership. Reverse, he could also indicate that you are dealing with a domineering father figure or a boss or struggling relationship. It's a call to reassess your own boundaries. In love, reversed, he could mean that you are going to be going through a power struggle with a partner. You or they could be overly controlling or emotionally unavailable. For the single ladies, it could indicate that logic is prioritized over vulnerability. You're closed off and hard to connect with. Single ladies or lads. Just had to throw that in there. For money, financially, this pull warns against reckless spending and poor planning. Something has gotten out of control money-wise for you. It could point to financial dependence or being at the mercy of someone else's decisions. Setting clear financial boundaries right now is key. And then in your career, a reversed Emperor could indicate a toxic work environment. Probably with a domineering boss or higher up. You struggle to assert leadership, or you might feel trapped by rigid systems. You could be unsure how to navigate this power dynamic. A call to lead with flexibility, challenge outdated structures, or step back from your own micromanagement.
Very interesting.
Right.
So, are you going to read me after this is all said and done?
Read you what?
Like, do a tarot reading for
yeah,
me.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
My personal reflections on the Emperor, he reminds us to maintain balance between being protective and being overbearing, which I think a lot of people, that's a tight rope to walk, man. Sure. And I myself fall on either side often, you know.
Especially being a woman, career-wise.
Yeah.
Being a mom.
Right. And
yes.
Like the micromanaging part, like I micromanage myself.
Right.
Which is part of the reason why I am so defensive when I get it from somebody else. It's like, I'm already doing all that, okay?
Right.
I don't need another layer of it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I also think that this card could be a really good indicator that you're in a toxic relationship. Or it also could reassure you that you can trust the protective nature of a man. Because that's something that I personally struggle with, because I did have so many terrible relationships that I went the opposite direction to the ultra independence.
Mm-hmm.
And so even now, I'm 10 years into my marriage, 8 years into my marriage, 10 years into my relationship with him. And even now, I find myself, like, looking for the hidden agendas behind the things that he does, where it's like, he's just being a man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so that's the Emperor. The Hierophant.
Hierophant.
Not to be confused with the Elephant.
Right. So this is a person that's wearing, like, a red robe. It's detailed in white, has, like, white trim with crosses all over it. They're holding some kind of, like, staff in their hand. Has a very big crown.
It's a very big crown.
A very big crown. It looks like maybe, to me, this seems like a religious card.
Yeah.
And it looks to me like there's two people towards the bottom of the card looking towards this person like they may be worshiping them.
And can I just say, why'd they do them like that? They got bald-ass heads.
Oh. Yes, yeah, they have bald-ass heads. You're right. Yeah. I mean, you couldn't give them, like, long, luscious locks or something. And then there's, like, two keys, like skeleton keys crossed over at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's two pillars. There's, like, some detail up in the pillar that, when I first saw it, it reminded me of, like, fallopian tubes.
Oh, yeah. I never thought of that.
Yeah, that's what I saw first. But, yeah, so that's my description of this card.
Okay. And you think it has religious leanings?
I do. Only because that robe is very, like, Pope-like.
For sure.
Me. And the Pope has that large...
Yes.
Like, hat
right.
thing.
I don't think they call it a crown, but yeah.
No, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that reminds me of that. And just to have people at their feet... I would think are like parishioners or something. So I think this might be a religious card or something.
I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but they're holding like, I don't know what that is that they're holding. It's a long stick. Very interesting.
And it looks like they're given like the peace sign in the other hand.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So he or she is holding up middle finger, pointer finger, and thumb.
Yeah. To Kill a Mockingbird. Isn't that...
You're thinking Hunger Games.
Hunger Games,
yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I said To Kill a Mockingbird. I meant...
Mockingjay.
The Mockingjay. Dang it. I was so close. But you know what the great thing is? You knew exactly what I was talking about.
Did, yeah.
But yes, when they all reach up and do that.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
The guys look very Oompa Loompa.
They do.
From the back.
That's why I'm like, why'd they do that? And they have yellow suspenders on. Like,
yes.
I don't know.
And they almost look like they're wearing pretty fancy, like, attire as well. It's pretty ornate and decorative.
Yeah.
Like, very...
Yeah, there's, like, roses or flowers.
Yeah, it looks like for this time period, that would be pretty fancy fabric.
Right. For a visual description... I just put a person sits on a throne because I had no idea if it was a man or a woman.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't know that either.
I did find out he is a man, and what he is clutching is the papal cross.
Is a papal cross?
Yeah. So it's the papal cross.
Yeah.
He is wearing a large crown and has draped robes. Two large pillars flank him, and there are two men in the lower corners listening to what he is saying. And there are the two little keys crossed is the symbol at his feet. The keywords for this one is tradition, spiritual wisdom, conformity, education, mentorship, and religious beliefs.
Okay. Gosh.
You are fucking on.
I am. Holy cow.
His robes are red, blue, and white, which I don't see any blue.
I see blue, like, underneath the main robe.
Okay.
And then I see the blue around the collar piece.
Oh, yep, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a real light blue, but you're right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he sits between gray temple towers. Red, his outer robe represents passion, power, and authority. The blue inner robe symbolizes wisdom and inner truth, and his white garment indicates purity and spiritual clarity.
Okay.
One of the keys in the symbol is silver and the other is gold, which you can't tell from
really
looking
tell.
at it.
No, I can't tell that at all.
The conscious and subconscious mind, as well as sacred knowledge, is what this stands for. And then the gray pillars, they symbolize neutrality. So he is a spiritual teacher, considered to be the bridge between divine wisdom and earthly tradition. The 3-tiered crown indicates his rule over conscious, subconscious, and superconscious. Okay, yeah, it does have 3 tiers. Yeah? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I went and got a flashlight. Oh, shit. So it is a pretty high crown if it has 3 tiers. Yep. It says he is offering a blessing with his hands raised. Okay. The card invites you to seek guidance from trusted sources, embrace tradition, and participate in shared rituals or belief systems. So in a reading about love, upright, the Hierophant indicates commitment, shared values, and traditional relationship. If in a relationship, it could signify marriage, long-term stability, and alignment of goals with a partner. If single, it could indicate a serious relationship is headed your way that is built on trust and mutual respect. For money, upright, the Hierophant, he encourages conservative financial planning and working with established institutions for investment that are low risk. He invites financial discipline and structured budgeting. For career, he could indicate mentorship, formal education, or working with structured systems. You may be gaining a teacher or becoming one in some way. You can gain success by following established paths, not reinventing the wheel. Okay. So for reversed, in love, the Hierophant is suggestive of rebellion against traditional roles in a relationship. Also could indicate a power struggle going on. There could be conflict over values or expectations from one or both partners. If single, you may be seeking a non-traditional connection or resisting societal norms surrounding love and connection. For money, the Hierophant reversed is a warning against unconventional financial decisions. You may be resisting financial advice. You could be feeling restricted by traditional systems, but be wary of impulsive financial decisions. It's a call to find balance between freedom and structure, money-wise. And then for your career, a reversed pull could mean you are frustrated with rigid company hierarchies. You may desire to break free from conformity. You could be challenging authority or looking for a new career path. This is a call to trust your inner compass, but remember to stay grounded and practical. Personal reflection, just remember to stay tethered. Venture out, but don't get lost in the clouds. Could be a call to speak out when you feel things are becoming unbalanced with too much or too little structure within a relationship, financial relationship, or at work. Okay. So. Wow. All right. So I know we said we were going to try to get to 10, but it's looking like we're already pretty far up there on time, huh? Yeah. Yeah. So maybe we end it here and pick up with the Lovers in part 2. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think the Lovers is a good place to start. Okay. It is a good. I mean, I'm looking at the card right now, and I got some opinions about this card. But
That's great. I love this so far.
Yeah.
So you're going to go into all the other cards as well? Or this 2-part series is really just focusing on these main cards?
I probably will at some point.
Okay.
I don't even know that it will be in season 1. Because
for season 2.
Yes.
We're in season 2,
girl. We are in season 2. Look at us go. This was a lot.
Absolutely. It is. It is. For sure.
And I don't know a lot about the minors. Because with the minors, there's other things to consider, like each number has a meaning. And each of the 4 suits have their own separate meanings. So I'm not saying never, but for right now, I'm going to take a pause on this.
You've obviously done a lot of research, and we have some really great episodes planned.
Of stuff coming up, yeah. So I don't want to take up our whole season 2 with tarot because this is just
this is so great. Yeah, I love this.
I really enjoyed putting this together, even though it was a lot of work. I learned a lot. I feel a lot more confident in like my own ability to read.
Right.
So
yeah, I feel like I'm learning a lot, and it's crazy how detailed or how much symbolism is in these cards.
Right.
You know?
I completely agree. And, I think a lot of people, they have this idea of tarot and fortune telling where it's like, tell me what I ate for breakfast.
Right.
But that isn't what it actually is. We've talked about this before, too. It's like the amount of detail that the creators put into these cards, that work is already done. So, like, you go to a tarot reader, they're not going to be able to tell you what you ate for breakfast. This is 100% how you interpret the meanings that are being explained to you.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So.
But yeah, okay, so we'll take a break. This will be our part 1, and then we'll come back with the lovers.
All right. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, if I got anything wrong, tell me.
Right.
If
you can read or speak Hebrew,
yes,
and you can tell us how to pronounce some things, please.
Is it Jachin or Jackin?
Yes. Feel free to reach out and let us know.
Yeah. You can find us on all the socials. Also, send us a personal note at hexhavenpodcast@gmail.com.
Yep, that is correct.
All right. See you guys next time.
Bye. Thanks for listening. Original theme music for Hexhaven Podcast has been written, recorded, and produced by Matt Shook.